Xprimes.trade presents itself as a modern cryptocurrency exchange, but in reality, it is simply the latest front of a long-running crypto fraud network. There is a simple rule that applies to every digital asset platform without exception. If a crypto exchange hides its legal identity, it is also hiding your money. Xprimes.trade follows this rule perfectly. At first glance, the website attempts to project the image of a professional trading venue, claiming advanced strategies, secure infrastructure, and global operations. However, once the surface is examined, the platform collapses into a familiar pattern of deception that has been repeated by dozens of fraudulent crypto projects over recent years. The domain Xprimes.trade was registered on the 11th of August in the year 2025, making it an extremely new website with no operational history. Despite presenting itself as a serious exchange, it uses a low-cost .trade domain that is commonly associated with short-lived scam operations rather than regulated financial businesses. The domain was registered through Namecheap, a registrar frequently used by scam networks because it allows rapid registration, easy domain rotation, and minimal friction when projects are abandoned and replaced. The site is also protected by Cloudflare services, not for security transparency, but to conceal the true location of the servers and the operators behind them. Unlike legitimate cryptocurrency exchanges, Xprimes.trade provides no information about the company that owns or operates the platform. There is no legal entity name, no registration number, no jurisdiction of incorporation, and no reference to any regulatory authority. This omission alone is decisive. Any lawful crypto exchange is required to disclose its corporate identity and regulatory status, whether under frameworks such as the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network in the United States, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, or equivalent bodies in other jurisdictions. Xprimes.trade does none of this because it has no authorization and no legal standing to conduct financial operations. The address listed on the website is another clear fabrication. Xprimes.trade claims to be located at 84 Marchmont Street in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. This address does not exist. Marchmont Street is a known street in London, not in Dubai, and the format itself does not correspond to addressing standards used in the United Arab Emirates. This technique is widely used by scam networks, which deliberately choose prestigious or internationally recognizable locations to create an illusion of legitimacy while remaining impossible to verify quickly. Similar fake Dubai addresses have appeared repeatedly across unrelated scam platforms exposed in independent investigations and victim reports. The platform's presentation as a cryptocurrency exchange is entirely superficial. Although Xprimes.trade describes itself as a professional-grade trading venue, it provides none of the infrastructure that defines a real exchange. There is no visible trading engine, no order book, no application programming interface, no disclosed liquidity providers, no on-chain wallet addresses belonging to the platform, and no proof of reserves reporting. These elements are standard among legitimate exchanges such as Binance or Kraken, which operate with transparent systems, public audits, and verifiable blockchain activity. Xprimes.trade offers only a visually polished interface and a simulated account dashboard that displays numbers without any connection to real market activity. The fraud mechanism itself follows a well-established pattern. Users are encouraged to deposit cryptocurrency, typically stablecoins on popular networks, or major assets such as Bitcoin or Ethereum. Once funds are sent, the platform displays an internal balance that suggests trading activity and growth. These figures are entirely artificial. At some point, the user is shown increasing profits and is encouraged to deposit additional funds in order to unlock higher returns. When a withdrawal is requested, the scheme reveals its true purpose. The user is told that withdrawals are blocked until additional payments are made, described as taxes, account unlocking fees, or security confirmations. If the user refuses, the account is frozen, support communication disappears, and the deposited cryptocurrency is irreversibly lost to external wallets controlled by the scammers. One particularly revealing detail is the phone number displayed on the website. Instead of a real contact number, Xprimes.trade shows a masked international format with missing digits. No legitimate company can legally publish a phone number with placeholder characters. This is not an oversight, but a deliberate attempt to appear international without providing a traceable point of contact. The only real communication channel offered is a disposable email address, another hallmark of short-term fraud operations. When viewed in a broader context, Xprimes.trade shares multiple structural similarities with previously exposed scam platforms. These include the use of cheap domains, fake Dubai offices, complete regulatory absence, anonymous ownership, identical design templates, and rapid deployment cycles. Such platforms are rarely isolated projects. They are typically part of coordinated networks that launch dozens of nearly identical sites each month, shutting them down once complaints accumulate and replacing them with new names and domains. The conclusion is unambiguous. Xprimes.trade is not a cryptocurrency exchange. It is a fraudulent platform designed solely to extract digital assets from users under the appearance of legitimacy. Any cryptocurrency sent to this site should be considered permanently lost. There is no legal entity to pursue, no regulator to intervene, and no operational transparency to rely on. If you have already transferred funds to Xprimes.trade, the most important step is to stop all further payments immediately. Preserve every piece of evidence, including transaction hashes, screenshots, and correspondence. If the transfer involved an intermediary service or exchange, contact their fraud department without delay. Most importantly, do not believe any claims that additional payments are required to release your funds. In schemes like this, those demands are simply the final stage of the theft. When an exchange has no license, no company, and no verifiable infrastructure, it is not an exchange at all. It is a trap, carefully designed to look legitimate just long enough to empty your wallet,